Round of the AXA-sponsored FA Cup. Non-league's equivalent of the semi-finals, just one game away from a possible clash with the big boys. Our featured game sees Morecambe from the conference take on second division Cambridge United. Our man at the Christie Park ground was John Champion.
Morecambe's most famous son has been given a makeover to mark the town's biggest footballing occasion in nearly 40 years. Eric Morecambe was brought up just a misdirected goal kick away from Christie Park, and his is not the only famous name associated with today's tie. The home side have named Zico in their lineup. Not the Zico, but Ryan Zico Black, a teenage winger from Guernsey whose father was mad keen about the great Brazilian. Black is one of 4 players to emerge from Morecambe's impressive youth academy. Another, centre-back John Hardiker, is on the wish list of a number of Premiership clubs. While for defender Andy Fensom it's a special day, he played for Cambridge in their 2 sorties to the quarter-finals in the early 90s. Roy McFarlane's great achievement has been to keep Cambridge upwardly mobile while selling nearly £3 million worth of talent. They include the former Sunderland goalkeeper Lionel Perez, and they're captained by the veteran John Dreyer. The club's record scorer John Taylor is on the bench. And on the terraces, Eric Morecambe's cousin, Wiggy Threlfall, who never misses a match. Trevor Parks passed the pitch fit after very heavy rain at 9:30 this morning. Great credit to the club officials here at Morecambe that the game is on at all. They were working on a sodden surface until almost midnight last night, and then we're up again at 6:30 to do more work. Harvey, who was born on the same day as David O'Leary. And Roy McFarlane, who's, shall we say, slightly older. Had a slightly anxious look over his shoulder to see which red shirt was approaching. Youngs. Now Drummond. An England semi-professional international and was brought down rather crudely by Youngs. It's Morecambe's free kick. Tom Youngs, who's reckoned by many good judges to be the next possible big money export from the Abbey Stadium, culpable there. He's an attacking force, not a defensive one. In by Walters, on Perez with the block, and it's crept in! John Norman leads the celebrations. Hardiker was in there as well. It came first off Andy Duncan, and then John Norman, number 10, was the player on hand to try and follow it in. May even have come from Norman off the heel of Hardiker, but what is certain is that the non-leaguers are in front. Cambridge have gone out to non-league opposition in 2 of the last 4 seasons. It'll be on Roy McFarlane's mind. Connor on for Musto, and Abbey left it for Tom Youngs, and the lead lasted barely 2 minutes. Incisive play, the left back absent without leave, clever play by Abbey, and a consummate finish from Cambridge United's leading scorer, Tom Youngs. Morecambe backpedaling furiously, but not quickly enough. Youngs with his 10th of the season, and the pocket of travelling supporters, many of whom set off at 7:30 this morning, celebrating an equalising goal. Walters, Perkins. Good adventurous run by Dave Perkins. Now, was he brought down by Joseph? Referee says no. Morecambe want a free kick, they've got a throw. Walters. Black. And here's Fensom lining one up. Oh, well struck! No wonder he's smiling. Never scored for Morecambe, and this against a side that he's twice represented in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, and that definitely was going in. Things are turning a little wild on the Lancashire Riviera. Bring me sunshine, indeed. Youngs. Oh, Abbey! Well stopped by Smith. Instinctive save. Because Abbey just hit it with power and accuracy. Wiggie's enjoying himself. He saw his first game at Christie Park in 1947. And that around his neck is his original Morecambe scarf. Here's Buster. Taylor. Morecambe rather standing off him. Youngs. Cowan. And by Drummond. Dreyer. Joseph. Taylor. And Youngs decided on a touch, which was the wrong decision. Ashby. Taylor. And Alex Russell, he can have a touch. Not far away from a goal against the club with whom he started his career. Time and space to set himself. And what? 8 inches, 9 inches wide? Perilously close, certainly. Rigoglioso. Through back to him from Duncan. And the cross in! Oh, off the inside of the post! No way was it meant as an effort directly on goal, but the wind took it. And the goalkeeper, Perez, was left floundering. Perez didn't react until late, and it was almost too late. Norman. Now, did that hit a hand? Here's Quayle! He has scored! Mark Quayle for Morecambe. Quarter of an hour to go, and the conference side in front for a second time. Cambridge so fortunate to escape with Rigoglioso's shot coming off the inside of the post and out again. But Mark Quayle, one of 3 substitutes sent on by Jim Harvey, the manager, has done the trick. Little smile creeping across the face of Jim Harvey on the left there. Ian Dalziel, former Derby player, on the right, his assistant. Ashby. Youngs. Joseph. Some anxiety about Cambridge now. There's Taylor's header, and Abbey, and one less, and away by McKerney. Won't be the last anxious moment for Morecambe at the back. Pensive Wiggy now. Messing around from Smith. Morecambe want to seal this with a third goal. Knowles. Good cross, Quayle! Oh, and he could have sealed it. And doesn't he know it? No faulting the cross, only the header that was lacking. Morecambe's fans haven't seen a day like this in donkey's years. Trying to cheer their side home. Russell, good tackle by Fencer. Russell up on his feet very quickly. Cowan, Russell for a third time. Harvey waiting for the cross. And Ashby! Adjacent. It's the second really impressive strike from long distance that we've seen. One from Fensom of Morecambe, and that one from Ian Ashby. Extremely close. Harvey taking cover from the rain. Less than 2 minutes away from being able to begin his celebrations. Time is against them. Hansen. 5 in a line waiting for the cross. Here's Drummond. Being urged just to get rid of the ball. Cowan. Abbey. Now Drummond. Oh, he dallied on it, and here's John Hansen. Cowan. Fensom. It's Cambridge's throw. Less than a minute to go. Taylor. And an enormous roar greets the ball dribbling wide. So many times it's been Cambridge who've been the side that has slain a comparative giant. But now it's Cambridge who are staring down the barrel themselves. Jim Harvey urging the referee to blow the whistle. Won't come just yet. But here's Mark Quayle. And Joseph getting back to dispossess him. Morecambe Football Club's finest hour. Jim Harvey, the manager, his 7th season in charge, takes them into the 3rd round of the FA Cup for only the 2nd time in their history. Mark Quayle, the substitute, the hero of the hour, with the match-winning goal. And despite all the appeals for spectators to stay on the terraces and in the stands, it is the archetypal FA Cup pitch invasion to celebrate this Morecambe victory. Ahead twice in the game, it's only the 2nd time they've ever beaten league opposition. And the man at the centre of their mini-revolution, Jim Harvey, taking a back seat and heading for the sanctuary of the dressing room to savour a notable, noteworthy triumph. Morecambe 2, Cambridge United 1.
The result obviously was just what you wanted. Presumably the performance was as well.
Yeah, for the best part I thought well, in the conditions that we played a lot of good football. But we've got to give Cambridge a lot of credit there. In the last 10, 12 minutes of the game, I think we were hanging on a little bit. They threw everything at us. But there was a lot of resolve and character and guts and determination to hang on to the lead. And yeah, through the course of the game, we played a lot of good football. We created a number of chances. It was nip and tuck there, really, but we were delighted with the result, obviously.
They were better than us. That was the major thing today. They probably played it more like a cup tie than what we did. We didn't really get into the game. We started slowly. We got ourselves back into it by a goal by Tom Youngs, but even then we didn't really take it on from there. Look, if the word be content and comfortable to maybe take them back to the Abbey Stadium, and we haven't, and it's caught us out without doubt.
The two Johns, who scored?
Well, I'll claim it, to be honest, but
it came off my heel.
he near got in the way, to be honest.
It looked from our pictures like it was going in anyway from you, and you couldn't get out of the way.
No. I couldn't get out of the way, no, I couldn't. It just hit me. So I'll give it to John. John can have it.
He's a gentleman.
You can have it, son.
Cheers,
It's on me.
So you're part of a Morecambe side that's through to the 3rd round of the Cup for the 2nd time in the club's history. The draw is tomorrow. Anyone you'd like particularly?
I think we're just like one of the big boys, really, one of the Premier League clubs. Apart from that, we're not bothered, really. If we can get a big boy, that'd be really nice for Morecambe.
I know that this is nothing but stepping stone, and I think this will long be forgotten, or quickly forgotten, because I think this club can go on to better things quite soon.
Who would you like in round 3?
Everton. At Goodison.
You'd love Arsenal, wouldn't you, having started your English career there?
That would be a nice one for me, yeah. I'd be quite happy to go there. But I know in my household, they're all Man United supporters, so if we could get them, that would be even better.
How you feel. Anyway, well done, Morecambe. In fact, you did so well, we spared you the wrath of Hansen.